What is poppin', my homies? Today we're going to be doing more food review. Let's put that away. Anyways, you know the drill. Oh wait, hang on. Gotta get ourselves some tea. I'm your host for tonight, and for tonight's talk, we're gonna not really talk about a whole lot. We're just gonna be discussing some things. Nothing really political, nothing really, major, just kind of doing our own thing. Tell me what leave a comment, and I'll probably talk about it for about, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, I don't know. We don't really rush these things. We call these miniature ASMR. I just ramble off. So I start getting out these ice. There we go. That's one. That's two. And come on. I'll just go with 2 ice. Alright, we got our tea. Oh yeah, we also need our, we need something to snack on, don't we? Hang on. There we go. Now we can officially start. As you can see, I'm your host. We got the Epic Gamer stuff. We got some food. We got some tea. Let's get to it. So, I'm thinking about purchasing maybe a couple more Soviet hats. What I want to get is one of those Soviet fireman hats. They're kind of cool looking, I guess. I don't know. Tea always makes everything better. That's some good stuff. So, yeah, we're just kind of kicking it on I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so, I guess maybe tomorrow, take a ride in my grandpa's old green Jeep. In case anyone's wondering, it's 1952, and that's all the more I know about it. It's really good. Okay, Boomer. I had a dream last night where I was sleeping, and, like, it's one of... You ever have one of those dreams where you're really into it, but when you wake up, for a split second, you don't know where you are, and you're really confused, and when you first wake up, you, like... Your dream feels normal than you being awake, right? Anyways, I had one of those moments, and so as I woke up, instinctively, I immediately said, "Okay, Boomer." And that's how I started off my day. I literally just said, "Okay, Boomer," and then I got up and got dressed and said, "Well, that's kind of weird." How many of you people like movies? Let's do that. Let's do a review. Let's do a movie review. We got. Oh yeah, this is kind of entertaining. What else we got? Got that. Ah yes, we also got My Boy. And Rogue One. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Air Force One. I got nothing else to do. What do you expect? I got this. This cost me absolutely no money, so I can just be an idiot on camera and I can entertain you people. So let's get down to movie review. I'll start with for least well known to most well known. Starting for pick of today, I chose Air Force One. Air Force One is the fate of the nation rests on the courage of one man. Harrison Ford stars as this cunning character in the new hit movie Air Force One. President Gary Oldman and Glenn Close star in the two-time Oscar nominee. Wolfgang Petersen's gripping thriller about a steadfast U.S. president who has just told the world he will not negotiate with terrorists. Now, Russian neo-nationalists have hijacked Air Force One. The president is faced with a nearly impossible decision. Given to the terrorist demands, or sacrifice not only the country's dignity, but the lives of his wife and daughter. How do I feel about this movie? It's a good movie. I mean, it's not one of those movies I would... There are three kinds of movies. Ones that you find that you're really nostalgic about, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. Last time I watched this movie, I was 10 years old, or 12 years old. This movie, I was 12 years old when I last watched it, I believe, and I forgot about it all this time. It was good. It falls into nostalgic category, because when I was about 11. Yeah, 11 years old. I had just turned 11. And a couple months later, after March came, the summer. And I remember coming home from my grandmother's with a new hat. And I unload everything from the Jeep that my grandpa had, which was 1967 something. And we unload everything, and I go into the house, and I pour myself some tea, put on my hat, put on my jacket, and I watched Air Force One on a very hot summer night as it was turning twilight. And what I remember was, at the end of the film, we went outside, we took a walk, we came back, and I stayed up half the night until 5 o'clock in the morning. So, if it's not nostalgic category. Next up is Yellow Submarine. This movie. If you're new to the Beatles, it confuses you. If you're not new to the Beatles, it still confuses you. This movie was literally just about a cartoon animation of the Beatles going around on an LSD acid-filled yellow submarine trying to fight off the blue meanies that attacked Pepperland. That's the simplest way how I can explain it. There's no other way. This movie is so good when animation and song-wise, but really, really poorly executed when it comes to having a good character development. It was a nice movie. Unironically, I'm saying this, it's kind of cute. Cute meaning, okay, it's really happy, it's the Beatles, it's colorful, it's fun. Yellow Submarine, will always have a special place in my heart because, of course, Yellow Submarine, the song that everyone has heard about by the band some people know about from the movie that no one knows about. And that's its legacy. Alright, now we get into some of the most popular movies. Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. How do I feel about that one? It's my all-time favorite movie. Actually, second. Now, I'll have to put this number 4. You'll all know why. It was really good because it shows what happens between the events of Star Wars Episode 4, which was the beginning film that started the entire franchise, and the film I'm going to show you next I'm really obsessed with. Even if you're not obsessed with the Beatles, not the Beatles, even when you're, obsessed but not obsessed with Star Wars, I recommend you watch this movie. It's really good. The last one is Revenge of the Sith. There's no explanation. It is full of the memes. This is the guide that will cherish in all of our hearts forever. I love Darth Vader. I love Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the ultimate meme movie. And that's all the time we have today. Thank you.